You wake up inside a fish's mouth. Not near it. Not beside it. Inside it. Wet walls, sharp teeth, and one angry tongue under your claws. And your first thought is not escape. Your first thought is, this is home now. So you grab the tongue. The fish panics. Fair. But you are not a guest. You are a parasite. And in the next few days, that tongue will shrink, weaken, and disappear. While you sit in its place like the world's worst replacement part. The fish keeps swimming. The fish keeps eating. The fish stays alive. But every bite now goes through you. Congratulations. You did not just move into a host. You became the thing inside its face. And somehow, nature allows this. The tongue is gone. Welcome to BioMisery, your daily dose of nature's worst lives. Your new home has teeth. You are small, tiny, ugly, armored, and built like a cursed underwater pill bug that failed every charm test nature ever gave. But today, you are not looking for beauty. You are looking for a door. And unfortunately for one unlucky fish, that door is its mouth. It opens for 1 second. Just one. A normal fish moment. Breathing. Eating. Existing. Making the terrible mistake of having a face. And you slip in. Now you are inside. Wet walls. Pink floor. Sharp white teeth hanging above you like sealing knives. Everything moves. Everything squeezes. Everything smells like fish panic. This is not a home. This is a haunted elevator made of meat. But for you? Luxury. Because you are a parasite, and parasites do not need comfort. They need opportunity. The fish feels you. Of course it does. Something with claws just walked into its mouth like it owns the property. It shakes. It snaps. It tries to get rid of you. Too late. You grab on. Your little claws hook into soft mouth tissue. The fish opens wider, probably screaming in fish language, which is mostly bubbles and regret. But you do not leave. You crawl deeper. There it is. The tongue. Soft. Moving. Important. The fish needs it. So obviously, nature points at it and says, ruin that. You climb onto it like a villain choosing a throne. The fish wants this nightmare to end. You want this nightmare to come with free rent. And the worst part? You are not just hiding in the mouth. You are choosing your room. Your new apartment has no windows, no privacy, and about 40 knives. But it has one beautiful feature. A tongue. For now. The tongue becomes useless. At first, the tongue is still there. That is what makes it worse. The fish can feel it. It can feel you sitting on it. Claws locked. Body pressed down. Tiny legs gripping like a nightmare with excellent balance. The fish tries to continue its normal life. Swim forward. Open mouth. Catch food. Pretend everything is fine. But everything is not fine. Because every time the tongue moves, you are there. Every time the mouth opens, you are there. Every bite now has a horrible little middleman. You are not dramatic about it. You do not roar. You do not make speeches. You simply stay. That is your evil talent. You stay so well that the tongue starts losing. Slowly, the soft tissue weakens. It shrinks. It becomes less useful, less alive, less like a body part and more like old furniture nobody has the courage to throw away. The fish is not instantly destroyed. No. Nature is much ruder than that. The fish keeps living while the mouth changes into a crime scene with fins. Imagine trying to eat dinner while something is sitting on your tongue like a wet armored landlord. No permission. No contract. No security deposit. Just claws. The tongue was supposed to help the fish eat. Now it is becoming your chair. And you are getting comfortable. The fish still has a mouth. But now the mouth has a problem. A problem with legs. A problem with antennae. A problem that refuses to move out. And the tongue? The tongue is losing its job. Not in one clean moment. Not with a dramatic explosion. Just slowly, quietly, miserably, until one day, the fish opens its mouth, and the thing sitting where the tongue should be is you. Congratulations, you are the tongue. And then the upgrade happens. Not for the fish. For you. The old tongue is no longer doing its job. It has been weakened, reduced, pushed out of the story like a background character nobody remembers. And you? You are still there. Sitting in the exact spot. Gripping the same place. Waiting like the world's ugliest replacement part. At some point, the fish opens its mouth. And instead of a normal tongue, there is you. Congratulations. You did not just enter a host. You got promoted. You are now the tongue. Not emotionally. Not spiritually. Not in a cute friendship way. In the worst possible way. The fish still needs to eat. It still needs to survive. It still needs that mouth to work. So nature does something incredibly rude. It lets the fish keep using the mouth, with you sitting inside it. Every bite comes past your face. Every meal becomes a shared nightmare. The fish grabs food, and you sit there like a tiny cursed manager approving the delivery. Him. Yes. Send this one down. This is not normal rent. This is full body horror employment. Your body becomes part of someone else's mouth routine. The fish does not love you. The fish did not choose you. The fish would absolutely leave you a 1-star review if it had fingers. But it has no fingers. It has you. And now the mouth has a new rule. Nothing enters without passing the parasite. The worst part is how casual it becomes. At first, this was panic. Then it became pain. Now it becomes daily life. A fish swimming around with a parasite where its tongue should be. No dramatic music. No warning sign. Just a mouth that looks normal from far away. Until it opens. And inside, nature's worst little roommate is sitting there. Alive. Comfortable. Employed. The fish has no escape. Now forget being the parasite for a second. Be the fish. Because this is where the joke stops smiling. You are still alive. That sounds good. It is not. You wake up every day with something in your mouth that should not be there. You cannot cough it out. You cannot pull it out. You cannot visit a tiny underwater dentist and say, "Please remove the demon furniture from my face." You just swim. Because survival does not pause for trauma. Predators still exist. Hunger still arrives. The ocean still expects you to act normal. So you open your mouth. And there it is. The parasite. Your replacement tongue. Your unwanted roommate. Your body prison with antennae. Every meal is now awkward. You catch food, but the mouth is no longer fully yours. Something else sits at the entrance of every bite. Something else shares the space where your own body part used to be. And the most miserable part? From the outside, nobody knows. Other fish see you swimming and think, normal fish. Normal day. Wrong. Inside your face, a tiny armored nightmare is sitting like it paid rent. You are not dead enough for the suffering to end. You are not free enough to forget it. You are trapped in the middle. Alive, but invaded. Functional, but cursed. Still swimming, but never alone. That is what makes this worse than a quick attack. A predator bites, and maybe the story ends. This parasite does not end your story. It edits it. It takes one part of your body and says, "This belongs to me now." And you keep going. Because nature does not care if you are comfortable. Nature only asks one question. Can you survive like this? And for this fish, the horrible answer is yes. Free rent inside a face. Now back to you. The parasite. The mouth criminal. The tiny armored squatter with absolutely no shame. At this point, you have done the impossible. You found a host. You entered the mouth. You survived the teeth. You grabbed the tongue. You turned someone else's body part into your personal chair. And now? Life is disgusting. But honestly, for you, it is working. Because this is the parasite dream. You do not need to hunt across the ocean every day. The fish moves for you. You do not need a safe hiding place. The fish hides you. You do not need to build a home. The fish already brought a face. Nature basically gave you a moving apartment with room service. Every time the fish eats, food passes right by you. Every time the fish opens its mouth, fresh water flows through. Every time danger comes, the fish swims away. And you get carried like the world's worst passenger. You are not fast. You are not strong. You are not brave. You are just extremely committed to being someone else's problem. And somehow, that is enough. The fish does all the hard work of staying alive, while you sit in the most cursed seat in the ocean. You are not chasing survival anymore. Survival is swimming around you. But do not get too comfortable. Because your whole life depends on one terrible truth. If the host dies, your hotel closes. So you do not want to destroy the fish too fast. That would be bad business. You need the fish alive. Miserable, yes. Invaded, yes. Emotionally ruined, probably. But alive. That is the cruel design. You are not a monster that kills and leaves. You are worse. You are a permanent inconvenience with legs. You need the host to keep swimming, keep eating, keep pretending it is still a normal fish. And the fish? It has to carry you. Everywhere. Across the reef. Through the water. Past other fish who have no idea there is a wet little nightmare sitting in its mouth. From the outside, it looks like a regular creature trying to survive. But inside? You are there. Quiet. Armored. Comfortable. A parasite with free rent. Inside someone else's face. Why this is one of nature's worst fates. This is why the tongue-eating parasite feels so cursed. It is not just an attack. It is not just a bite. It is not even normal, something scary lives inside you horror. This is worse in a very specific way. Because the fish does not simply lose health. It loses ownership. One part of its body stops being fully its own. The mouth is supposed to be private. It is the place for eating, breathing, surviving, snapping, escaping. But now that mouth has a tenant. A parasite. A host problem. A tiny armored creature sitting where a tongue should be. And the fish has no way to explain this to the ocean. It cannot point at its mouth and say, "Something has replaced my body part." It cannot scream. It cannot complain. It cannot start a support group called Fish with Horrible Mouth Roommates. It just keeps living. That is the part that makes it painful. A quick death is brutal, but it is simple. This is not simple. This is daily body horror. The fish wakes up with it, eats with it, swims with it, survives with it. The parasite does not need to roar like a monster. It does not need glowing red eyes or dramatic villain music. It just needs to stay attached. And that is scarier. Because nature's worst creatures are not always the ones that chase you. Sometimes they move in. Sometimes they sit quietly inside you. Sometimes they turn your own body into a room. The fish becomes a host, but not like a zombie ant with mind control. This is different. The brain is still there. The fish still chooses where to swim. But one part of the body is now a body prison. The mouth opens, and the nightmare is already home. And for the parasite, this is survival. For the fish, this is a worst fate. Two creatures sharing one mouth. One comfortable. One cursed. One living for free. One living with no escape. Nature looked at this deal and did not say, "Too cruel." Nature said, "Good enough." And somewhere in the water, another fish opens its mouth. Another tiny parasite waits. Another tongue is about to become property. And the ocean keeps acting normal. The mouth that was never yours. And that is your life as a tongue-eating parasite. You do not build a house. You do not dig a cave. Your dream home is someone else's mouth. You crawl through the teeth, grab the tongue, ruin the day, and slowly become the thing that should never be there. And the fish? It does not get a clean horror movie ending. It keeps swimming. Mouth open. Tongue gone. Parasite sitting inside like a tiny wet king on a stolen throne. From the outside, it looks normal. Just another fish in the water. But inside that face, nature has installed one of its worst ideas. A living replacement part. A mouth roommate. A body horror tenant with claws. The fish eats, but not alone. The fish breathes, but not alone. The fish survives. But survival is not the same as freedom. Because sometimes nature does not kill you. Sometimes it lets you live with the problem. And that is worse. The parasite wins because it does not need to be huge. It does not need speed. It does not need strength. It only needs one opening. One mouth. One unlucky host. And suddenly, your body is not fully yours anymore. Your tongue is gone. Your mouth is shared. Your life has become rent-free misery. So next time you see a fish open its mouth, remember, maybe it is just breathing. Maybe it is just eating. Or maybe there is something inside, sitting where the tongue should be. Comfortable. Silent. Still alive. Welcome to BioMisery, your daily dose of nature's worst lives. And somewhere in the ocean, another mouth opens, another parasite crawls closer, and another creature is about to learn the worst rule in nature. If you have a body, something else might try to live in it.